Hi everybody, welcome to another Change Your Thoughts Today show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of CYTLive, a program to help you change your beliefs to change your life. Today we're going to be talking about 7 things to stop letting others do to you. Because no matter what we say, no matter what we kind of think or believe, we really are influenced by the people around about us. But there's certain things, as you get older, when it's younger, it's difficult because you are influenced by your parents, you're influenced by your teachers, you're influenced by your peers, social media, especially social media in today's modern world. And the kind of media, the TV, the newspapers and that, we are influenced a hell of a lot, and a lot more than we'd care to believe. So, but there's certain things you need to kind of stand up and just say, I've got this personal power and I need to own this personal power. And I just want to kind of go over 7 things that you should stop letting other people's kind of opinions of you or kind of their influence over you change you in any way at all. So number 1, stop getting sucked into gossip. Gossip is not the most, but it's a vile thing to get sucked into gossip. It hurts you, it kind of changes your energy when you're kind of gossiping about somebody behind their back, or even if they're in the office. I've seen that happen as well, and I've worked in offices most of my life, and gossip is a really kind of vile thing to kind of gossip about another person, especially behind their back and especially in front of them as well when they're just out of earshot. I just think gossip is a really kind of bad energy, and it's a bad karma kind of thing as well. So that's one thing to stop in your life. If you engage in that, or if you let other people engage you in gossip, just cut it down, shut it down straight away, and just say, I don't want to engage in this. If you're talking about somebody else, have the principles and values within yourself and own the power within yourself as well to stop that kind of rot. And that's what it is when people are talking. Now, it's different when you're kind of with friends, or if you're with a friend. Say for example, if you're out to dinner and you're talking about somebody done bad, somebody done something bad to you, and you're talking about that person, that's a wee bit different from gossip. But if you know the type of gossip I'm talking about, the kind of rotty stuff, if you get engaged in that at all, or if you engage in it, if you engage somebody else in it, just stop that, because it's going to change your energy altogether. When you do stop it, you find things change within your energy. So that's number 1. Stop gossiping about people, or stop engaging in gossip. Number 2, stop letting others make you doubt your beliefs. We all have certain beliefs in our life. Everybody has. I've got beliefs, you've got beliefs about certain things. Every single person in this world has got beliefs about certain things. But again, it's about owning your beliefs, owning the power within yourself to trust yourself enough to believe in what you believe in. Now, I'm not saying have a closed mind and just don't take on anybody else's opinions or anybody else's beliefs either. I'm just saying be strong enough to have the conviction and the courage to trust in your beliefs, what you believe in, what your values are, what your principles are, and what actions you take because of those values and principles as well. Don't let anybody kind of railroad you because they seem maybe more powerful, maybe a more powerful energy. Don't let them change your beliefs in any way. And if you can do that, you become a stronger person, you become a more confident person as well. So sometimes it can be hard to do that, it can be difficult to stop being influenced by others, but when you're a strong person, you own your personal power, then that's when you can have the true conviction of your beliefs as well and take action on those beliefs. So that's number 2. Number 3, stop letting people tell you what's possible. Anything is possible that you put your mind to. Now, obviously, within the laws of physics, you can't kind of fly or anything like that. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Don't let me tell you what you can do if you can't fly or whatever. But stop letting other people tell you what you can and what you can't do. Because you've got to understand everybody's got their own motivations in life. And just say, for example, I've seen this quite a lot in kind of relationships where a husband and wife, they've been together for, 5, 10 years or whatever, just as an example. And the wife is kind of saying to herself, okay, I can be better than, or the husband, not just the wife, but the husband or the wife, saying, I can be better than what I am. I'm going to go to university. This is a kind of job I want. I'm going to go to university. I'm going to better myself. And the partner can feel like they're losing the partner. So without or unconsciously, they kind of put them down in a way and just say, well, you can't go to university. You've never been to university. You've never even kind of finished high school or whatever. And they can put them down in certain ways. I'm not saying consciously, but a lot of the time it's conscious as well. And that's fear on their part. And that's just an example. I'm not saying this happens in all couples. When my wife done it, she went to university. I totally encouraged her to go to university and get a social work degree and do everything that she wanted to do, and vice versa. When I wanted to give up my job and become a full-time entrepreneur, she totally encouraged me as well. When I was going to seminars, when I was doing speaking gigs and stuff like that as well, she totally encouraged me. So it's brilliant if you've got a partner and somebody like that, but not all of us have. And you'll find it with friends as well. When you say you're going to do something, the fear kind of takes over. The fear of losing you as a friend, the fear that you might become something that they're not as well. So you've got to think about that when others are kind of giving you advice. Everybody's got their own agenda. I'm not saying it's all bad. Obviously, you've got good friends who are going to really encourage you, which is brilliant. But don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. You can achieve anything you want to achieve if you put your mind to it. Truly, you can. You might not believe it just now, but honestly, you can. Trust me. Number 4, stop letting other people dump their stuff on you. You ever meet one of those people who they kind of moan all the time about things and they've got loads of problems and you're the dumping ground for that person? So they dump everything on you, so you start to worry about them, you start to worry about their life. You need to stop taking on other people's energy like that, because it's going to be detrimental to you. It's going to be detrimental to your health if you're letting other people dump their stuff on you as well, and detrimental to your energy as well, which is obviously detrimental to your health. So when you find people like this, or because it's easy to say stop letting other people dump their stuff on you, but if people have been doing this quite a lot, it can be difficult to say, hey, just stop, I've heard enough. It can be difficult to do that. So there's ways around that. There's ways you can do that. You can avoid the person that's dumping their stuff on you, or you can come out directly and say, listen, you always tell me about your problems, you never really listen to me or anything else. I'd like you to stop this just now. I think it's better being honest, but a lot of people can't deal with that. A lot of people can't actually be upfront and honest. But if you can be, it's really, really powerful thing to do if you can be really honest. And I find that's a major change in my life. And I'm going to give you a silly example. When I was younger, I was about 18 or 19. I was going out with this girl, but I didn't want to dump her. I didn't want to be that guy who kind of dumped her. So I tried to do everything in my power to get her to dislike me and dump me, which was stupid when you think about it. It was crazy stupid. But that's what I did. And then I thought, what the hell am I doing? And so I was just really upfront and honest. I said, I think you're brilliant. And well, I don't think I said that. I just said, listen, I don't think we should see each other anymore. I'm just not feeling it anymore. And I think that was more or less the words I used. I didn't say it's not you, it's me kind of thing. I didn't do all that. So I was just upfront and honest. And when I'd done that, she actually said, thanks for being honest. And that's when I found out about the power of honesty. The power of honesty is, a lot of people can't handle it, and I've written a quote about that as well. Not a lot of people can handle the power of honesty. And it's true, but when you can, when you own it and you can handle the power of honesty and being honest, especially with yourself and being honest with others as well, oh, your life changes beyond measure. I know I keep saying that a lot, your life changes beyond measure, but it really does. So have the power to be honest with yourself and have the power to be honest with the others as well, because others' opinions of you change. And what you'll find happens is people come to you because they value your honest opinion. You don't need to be derogatory or put anybody down. Just be honest and be open as well. And that's going to stand you in good stead for the rest of your life if you can do that from this moment on. Difficult to start with, but really powerful as well. So that's number 4. Number 5, stop letting people take control. And you probably come across people like this as well. It might be somebody close to you, it might be a parent, it might be a family member, it might be a partner or whatever. Stop letting them take control, because they're taking the power away from you. When you let others take control, and by taking control, I mean kind of not dictating, but kind of almost telling you what to do. So they're always the ones that decide where to go. They're always the ones that decide what looks nice on you, for example. And it's tantamount, well, it's not tantamount, that's the wrong thing to say. But you'll find in a lot of my wife Sharon, she works with kind of abused women and a charity organisation. And she's done a lot of research, she's done it at university and stuff like that. But in abusive relationships, the man kind of surreptitiously controls the woman in this type of relationship by giving them a certain amount of money. It's financial control. It's financial abuse is what it is. And the kind of man tells the woman what to wear, the man tells the woman what friends she can go out to see, the man tells the woman when she can go out and stuff like that. So that is an abusive relationship. And when you let other people take control, it's almost kind of like that as well, where you're giving away all your power. And I'm not saying the woman in the abused relationship is giving away the power, because over time their beliefs, their self-confidence and their self-esteem about themselves have been whittled down by the kind of abuser, the perpetrator. And that's what happens to the women. They just no longer want to think for themselves, because they always kind of relied on this person who's been abusing them for all these years. So stop letting other people take control. You take control of your life. You take control of everything that you do in life as well. Take that personal power back, and you'll feel so much more confident within yourself as well. Number 6, stop trying to please others if it makes you unhappy. I've got the list in front of me, I've written it down. This is from a blog post I've written that I'll link to underneath this. Stop trying to please others if it makes you unhappy. You know, when somebody comes into, it could be a family member, it could be a work member, it could be anybody, and they ask you to do something, and you don't really want to do it, or you don't feel comfortable doing it, but you say yeah anyway, because you don't really know, you've not learned how to say no. If you learn how to say no in a positive way, without getting angry about it, or without doing anything like that, if you can learn to say no, again, that's going to be something else that totally changes your life. Learn how to say no comfortably. And when you learn how to say no comfortably, you'll find others stop coming to you to do things that you don't really want to do. And that is another powerful lesson. That's another powerful way to get back your personal power, or to gain that personal power within you. Because we've all got that power. We just need to kind of own it. So you need to own your power. So stop doing other things that makes you unhappy, just to make somebody else happy. Number 7, stop letting people take away your power. And that's what all this kind of encompasses. Everything that I've spoken about before, the 6 points, is it's all about taking your power away from you. And when I say taking away your power is ethereal. It's really something within you. It's all to do with the energy that you've got within you. And if you're giving parts of your energy away to kind of everybody around about you, you feel weakened. You feel less confident. You feel you've got less self-esteem within yourself as well. So if you can stop that, if you can actively and consciously think about, okay, am I giving away my power here? If you ask that question to yourself, so if somebody comes and asks for you to do something, you just say, am I giving away my power here? And if it's something that makes you unhappy, yes, you are giving away your power. If it's something that is going to make you happy, it's going to make them happy, it's a win-win situation, totally different. So you're not giving away your power then, because it's benefiting you and it's benefiting them. Obviously, when we've got kids and stuff like that, we have to do things we don't necessarily want to do, but we do it for the kids. That's a totally different situation. I'm talking about as adults. That's kind of different situation altogether. So that's it. So I'm just going to run over the 7 points again. Number 1, stop getting sucked into gossip. Number 2, stop letting others make you doubt your beliefs. Number 3, stop letting people tell you what's possible. Number 4, stop letting people dump their stuff on you. Big one. Number 5, stop letting people take control. Number 6, stop trying to please others if it makes you unhappy. And number 7, stop giving away your power. And that's the 7 points. That's the 7 things to stop letting others do to you. If you can manage to consciously think about all of them and change that for the better for yourself, you'll find your life changes beyond measure. I'm going to write a book, your life will change beyond measure or something. So, yeah, that's the 7 points. So I'm just going to go to the comments. I've just seen Gina Sendef. Oh, I've missed it. Where is it? It's just jumped. Do what makes you authentically happy. Love it. Love it, Gina. Do what makes you authentically happy. And you can feel what makes you authentically happy as well. Just like Gina's saying there. You can actually feel there's an energy within you that makes you kind of happy, and you're kind of buzzing with energy when it makes you feel unhappy. And conversely, you can actually feel it when somebody asks you to do something, for example, and there's a feeling in there that kind of makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, usually getting in your solar plexus region, makes you feel a wee bit uncomfortable, and you say, oh, I'm giving away my power here, just stop it. But if you think about what genuinely makes you authentically happy, brilliant. I love that advice, Gina. I'm just going from the top to bottom. We've got a lot of comments on today, which is brilliant. Kim Hamilton, thank you again for the great advice. Thank you, Kim, for watching the show. Really appreciate it. Donna Adams-Boland, love all 7. I think you've gone over these before. I have, Donna. And that's because you watch the show every day, so I'll probably cover topics I've gone over before. I'm working on them. Great advice. Thank you very much, Donna. Nina Blankenburg, thanks so much. It was so powerful and awesome too. Thank you, Nina, for being back on the show. Really appreciate it. Okay. I'm just going to get to the comments again. I'm just wondering if anybody's got any questions on this. I was just looking for questions here. Heather Jewett is saying, thank you so much. I'm watching you at the airport. Oh, brilliant. Where are you going, Heather? Be nice to know where you're going. Are you going on holiday? Are you going on a business trip? Or what are you up to? Be good to know where you're going. Tamara Nessman, thank you. Your positive reinforcement is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Tamara. I really appreciate you being on the show. Fa Natacorn, is that right? This is my first time here, and I really like. Excellent, Fa. Thank you very much for joining the show, and welcome for the first time. You can go back and watch all the replays if you want, or just join me every day here. So it's nice to have you on the show. Brilliant. No questions just now. Oh, wait, 1 second. Joe Griffin is saying, can you be too independent? Can you be too independent? Good question. Depends on what you mean by too independent. So if you want to be obviously an independent woman, Joe, it doesn't mean to say you have to stop letting people in, if that's what you mean. So you don't have to stop letting people into your life, or you don't have to kind of give away your power to compromise on your independence. You don't have to compromise that independence at all. So I don't think you can be too independent. I think I'm independent as a person. I'm independent with my relationship with my wife Sharon. We're both independent people, and we both recognise that as well. But we're still a unit at the same time. We still adore kind of each other, and we still see ourselves as a unit. But at the same time, we're still independent as well. We're very independent people. So if you can manage to get that balance within a relationship, or within your friendships, or within your work, with friendships in your work as well, that's so much the better. So you don't have to give up your independence, and I don't think there's such a thing as being too independent either. I'll just see if there's any more questions. Corey Jones, I've heard Maria mention you, and she's right. Great topic and very important information. Thank you very much, Corey. I really appreciate you being on the show today as well, and hopefully you'll be going over to Maria's show after this, which is at One Wise Life. Right, I think that's it for just now. I don't see any more questions there at the minute. Trudy Mace is saying, how do you use number 5 on young adults who manipulate and guilt you? Stop letting other people take control. If you're the parent, it kind of behooves you to be the parent. I know that kind of is going to sound difficult as well, but you have to kind of put your foot down. I know people manipulate you, but you can only be manipulated if you give your power away to be manipulated, if that makes sense. I know that might sound a bit hard as well, Trudy. But it's you that's allowing yourself to be manipulated. I know you've got teenage kids as well, and that's a difficult age. I've got two sons as well, and they're kind of 19 and 21 now, but going through that teenage period where all the hormones are flying about, they're just a bloody nightmare sometimes. But you still got to stand strong and say, I am the parent, this is what is going to happen, and you still have to put your foot down as well. Obviously you show them the love, just as usual, all the love in the world, but there's got to be rules and boundaries there, and you've got to show that. Trudy, it can be difficult, of course. Shirley Kubiak is saying, how do I get my confidence back after a very controlling marriage? Well, presumably, Shirley, you're out of that marriage now. So if that's been a controlling marriage, obviously that's a weight off your shoulders. And that kind of alone should give you a wee bit of confidence to be yourself, be who you are. But just take it a step at a time. And this is general advice I'm giving. I'm not giving specific advice, but I'm giving general advice to everybody. I'm not a counsellor, Shirley. So you can take my advice on board, but it's general advice. But take it a step at a time. If you want to get your confidence back, do things that are going to bring your confidence back. Like go out to kind of lunch by yourself. I'm just giving general advice, as I said. Go out to lunch by yourself and do things that will make you feel confident. Go out with your friends. If you want to be quiet first, that's fine. You don't have to be this gregarious person where you're out and about and socially, but just a step at a time, and you'll gradually build up your confidence, Shirley. But hopefully, well, it will get better a step at a time, Shirley, so you'll get there in the end, and trust in yourself, believe in yourself as well. Dawn, hey, Troida, is that Troida? How do you get the courage to leave a controlling marriage? Dawn, that's a really specific question as well, and it's going to be difficult to do that. Only you can decide what's right for you, and I think that's what it's about. It's deciding what is right for you. You'll know if it's right to stay in that marriage or leave that marriage. Only you can decide that, and obviously you can listen back to what I've said, but only you can decide that. Karen Cleveland has said, easier said than done, loving yourself. It is easier said. I totally get that, and I totally get where you're coming from as well, Karen, who said easier said than done, loving yourself. Again, it's one step at a time. And it's about doing the things that make you confident about loving yourself as well. Just small steps outside your comfort. This is your comfort zone. Just say, within this zone here, between my hands, is a space where you love yourself. But you really need to love yourself in this zone. It's just about taking small steps outside that comfort zone so you can love yourself even more. And you have to love yourself before you can love other people, or before you can love other or let people into your life as well. So work on yourself. That's not a selfish thing to do. Work on yourself, loving yourself. And one thing that you can do with this that is really good is tell yourself every day, I love myself. That might sound really simple. Trust me, if you do that every day and say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, just at periods throughout the day, it only takes a second to say. If you do that for the next 30 days, you'll see a massive shift in yourself and your confidence, your self-belief as well. That one little phrase, I love myself. We all know how powerful the words, I love you, are. When you say that to another person, that is extremely powerful. But how many of us tell ourselves that we love ourselves? Truly, probably hardly anybody. We never tell ourselves that we love ourselves, and yet we can tell other people we love them, but we find it difficult to tell ourselves. That one little phrase, I love myself, can make a huge difference in your life. And I got that from one of my coaching clients, Elle Sommer, she's called, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying that, but she kind of, we were talking about this one day, and she was saying that this is what she practices, and she was teaching other people how to do this. And I thought that's just amazing, that's brilliant. So simple, such an easy, simple thing to do, but such a powerful, powerful thing to do as well. That one phrase, I love myself, every day, 5, 10 times a day, next 30 days, you'll change beyond measure. You'll change beyond measure. So that's it for today. There's a lot of people saying, Temi, right, Phillips, I love myself, thank you. And you know what's going to happen when you say I love myself? You're going to get resistance. There's going to be like a resistance within you, within your energy, because you've not told yourself that much. But keep on doing it, keep on saying it every single day, and that resistance will slowly dissipate and it'll go away. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'll put a link down below to the original article, and if you want to join our group at Fringe Dwellers, just click the link above the comments, or if you're watching this on your timeline, just click the link above this video and you'll get to join the group at Fringe Dwellers. And we talk about kind of spiritual, psychological stuff, personal development stuff there as well. It's just getting started, but already we've got about 1,200 members in there, and it's a brilliant kind of high energy group. So hope to see you in there, and I'll speak to you soon. Tomorrow probably, same time. So have a brilliant day. Take care. Namaste. Bye now.